Hey guys, Sakori17 here with another 1-Up Breakdown gameplay video. Today we have Operation Flashpoint Red River. We're going to run through the Wrong Way campaign mission, as you can see here. You access your loadout right before the missions. It's a pretty simple interface. You just slide left and right and up and down to select different weapons and different attachments. There are a number of different guns. Between the 4 classes and all the different attachments, you can easily tailor your setup for any situation. As you can see here, there are smokes, grenades, binoculars, and there are even a couple of perks at the end that you can change up. At the start of every mission, there is usually a pretty long video and a long vehicle ride into the sort of battle area. We're gonna go through those, but if you want to skip straight to the action, then go to video 2 and it'll pick up right there.
Okay, Marines, let me tell you what I know. Our enemy is the PLA. We are in conflict with them. We have taken casualties, and so have they. They've mobilized massive numbers of troops and mechanized units into the area. But we will prevail in the face of adversity. We're very much still in this fight, and it's time to bring our A game and make life difficult for these bastards. From what we can ascertain, their strategy is to bulldoze their way west through the country, destroying every last vestige of the ETIM. History has shown that China likes to keep a healthy distance from its enemies. I believe that they intend to turn Tajikistan into a buffer zone between themselves and the rest of the world. That is an endeavor we cannot conceive. We have engaged both groups in multiple skirmishes along the border, but it's resulting in too many casualties. And Mustang wants us to do what Marines do best. Strike hard, strike fast, and bring the balance of power back to our favor. Let's give this red wave something to break on. I need defensive lines set up in front of those advancing PLA units. Be advised, comms and satellites are currently offline. There will be no air support until we remedy that. Speaking of air support, we have had visual confirmation of Chinese J-10s in this area. Gentlemen, it never rains, but it pours. This will get heavy. Do not give up the line. Understood? Dismissed.
So here we are on the helicopter riding in. You can look around and check out your teammates, see what they're doing. There's usually a couple guys talking. A lot of times it's kind of hard to hear them through the background noise. Unfortunately, these little trips in are pretty long, often as long as like 5 minutes. So it can kind of be a little boring ride in, and you can't really skip them or anything. A nice thing that you can do during these things is press the right analog and go into a third-person view and kind of pan around and look around at the scenery. I'll do that in the last video of the series, but I won't do that right here.
Last night, PLA troopers came out of nowhere.
Character models in the game are very detailed and class-based, so you can always recognize what class someone is by their appearance. The snipers have that face mask, the grenadiers have a grenade belt on the front, and goggles. The riflemen look pretty standard.
15th MEU. They'll provide fire support so we can hold the infantry back and get our mission completed. And what's the mission, Staff Sergeant? We're going to set up a primary defensive perimeter at the eastern border. PLA's regrouping after their bullshit surprise.
these long rides in and the introduction they give you may seem a little strange, but the Operation Flashpoint series has always been about providing a more accurate portrayal of warfare, and I believe that's what these rides in were supposed to be about. Unfortunately, they're just a little too long, and they probably should have given you the option to skip them if you didn't really care about them.
We just need to hold the line long enough for Trapper to get the fuck out of Dodge. Then we're Oscar Mike. The problem is, we've got no air cover and no link for command. It's just us and Gunslinger out there.
Oh, great. Oh, that's just fucking great, man. Fan-fucking-tastic.
20 seconds, outlaws!
All we've got to do is slow down the infantry. If they don't advance, their armor don't advance. You've got to keep your ears open and do whatever the fuck I tell you to when I tell you to do it. Remember rule number 7.
If in doubt, pop smoke.
And fall back to cover. You smart-ass motherfuckers. At least you insubordinate bitches are listening.
10 seconds!
We got this, Outlaw 2. We're the baddest, nastiest motherfuckers in the valley. And we're rolling alongside some serious ass. PLA ain't gonna know what the fuck hit them. Get some! Move, move, move!
Alright, so here is the game world. As you can see, as in other Operation Flashpoint games, the world is massive. It just goes on and on and on. Got beautiful landscapes, huge mountains, very natural looking settings. The game has a good amount of detail. It might not be on par with some other current titles, but given the scale of the game world, I think it's pretty impressive and it definitely looks amazing. Personally, what I find graphically most incredible is the lighting in this game. The lighting is just amazing. Everything looks almost perfectly realistic. When you go in and out of buildings, you sort of get this shift in your focus like you do in real life when you go in and out of, dark or bright spaces. As you can see here, we're just trekking in. You usually have this at the start of every mission. Some people complain about it, but I kind of like it. It gives you an idea of what you're heading towards. You can sort of check out your teammates and see what they're doing, and just get a little survey of the landscape.
Fantans are pushing the Air Force's ass all over the wild blue yonder. Hence, we ain't got no air cover. I've seen what those fuckers can do. We do not want to be part of that barbecue, so hustle up.
I'll let you know before the fighting starts that I am playing with 2 other human players and 1 AI. So I won't be controlling AI too much, I'll just be giving them a few commands. A lot of people complain about the AI and say they get in their way a lot, but I really haven't had that problem. As long as you tell them where to go and what to do, they seem to be alright, they can handle themselves. The problem occurs when you tell them to do something or go somewhere and then you forget about them and you don't give them commands later. So if you later fall back or move up or go pretty much anywhere, they're going to do whatever you told them to do earlier, and they're not going to know to catch up with you. So really, if you're having trouble with the AI in this game, it's because of your own ignorance or inability to command them, basically.
We have successfully met up with Gunslinger and are moving into a defensive position.
Copy that, Outlaw 2.
Alright, that's it for part 1, guys. We're going to pick up right here with part 2.